I see many familiar faces, and this recalls us that over the past decades we have been working together, and we found and we have been searching for ways to make sure that we work with political observers so that the diplomacy engages with the academic communities. And since its founding, the Council has been putting forward various ideas that either lay the foundation for major initiatives or suggested what should not be done. This is a rare thing that we see when we're talking about our think tanks, our political observers, and other institutions. Yes, Mr. Lukyanov did mention a report, and it is very useful. It suggests many insights, including ideas that are increasingly making it into the public domain. We are witnessing a global war. Some elements are used to prove this notion, and there are indicators, there are things highlighted by Andrei Bezrukov which demonstrate that warfare is changing. It's taking on a totally different dimension, and warfare is changing to an extent that we can now talk about a new kind of war, whether it's global or not. We will discuss this in Eurasia. It is already raging following the aggression by Ukraine against Russia that was prepared by the West in an attempt to weaken our countries and to make sure that Russia is not among major global powers. After that, there was this operation in the Strait of Hormuz, and there were clashes and confrontations on the borders of major countries in the south and in the east of the Asian continent. And I'm not even speaking about Latin America, where there are a lot of unsettled issues. So we're talking about a global scope, whether there is enough momentum and intensity in these conflicts to call all these conflicts a world war. This will be up for future historians to decide, and I would like to use this opportunity, this meeting, to hear your perspectives. Well, usually, and at least not always, our colleagues from the expert community, our researchers, and members of the academy are not always involved in practical decision-making processes, even if there are business councils and there are councils at the foreign ministry, expert councils that provide their advice. But the fact that you're removed from these processes and you can look on them from the outside and have a more objective perspective compared to those who draft all these plans in various segments. So it's a very valuable opportunity to interact with you. One of the takeaways that I would like to highlight, there has been much talk, well, we have been hearing a lot that we must maintain and preserve our positions here and there in one continent, across one ocean, or somewhere else overseas, because the West is trying to pull our allies apart, primarily with our neighbors. It happened with Moldova, with Georgia. Now they're trying to draw Armenia and to impose the same logic on it. And there is a single objective behind all these efforts to hurt Russia more and to make it harder for Russia to become stronger and to assert itself as a great civilization. It is. In Africa, of course, we have been working proactively to restore our embassies and our diplomatic presence. This is an imperative for us. But when we're talking about the need to reinforce Russia's global influence, to make Russia more attractive as civilization, as a partner, as a comrade that always delivers on its promises, and in order to deepen this influence, to enhance this influence, the single most important objective is to fulfill all the objectives of the special military operation, and our friends and our neighbors and our adversaries and enemies are watching closely all the developments in these regards. So the task for our diplomacy, the utmost task for our diplomacy, is to create the necessary conditions on our front line and regarding the tasks we have in order to be effective and to make sure that our troops are effective as part of the special military operation. And I think that the these people who have all this experience and who work within this council, maybe your acronym is like a special military operation for political observers. Thank you so much.